How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another building pricing cars I can't afford video, and I want to kind of keep this intro short. We're actually going to be jumping right into it today. As you guys can see, we're on Lamborghini's website, and I'm actually going to be doing the Lamborghini Urus. I originally did the Huracan, I believe, and that is the only Lamborghini I've done so far. So I definitely want to check out this Lamborghini SUV. Obviously, it's really been kind of like taking the world by storm. I believe the past few years it's been out. And just starting off, you have 8 exterior paint color options. That blue looks really unique for sure. You kind of have this like silver darkish gray, black, red, regular kind of blue, and then obviously the yellow. For some reason, like I see like yellow on Lamborghini and I think of like, you know, red on Ferrari. So personally, I'm gonna go with the yellow. Plus, I just think it, you know, looks a little bit better with the black accents of this car. So now moving on to the wheels, you have 4 different options when it comes to the wheels. So right off the bat, like these wheels that are already on it, I honestly kind of like. These ones I don't really like that much. I kind of understand why manufacturers try to go with this like aluminum or like machine style. I just don't really like it. These ones also look pretty cool, and I don't really like those. So if I were to have to choose, it'd be between these wheels and the first wheels, just the first and I guess the third option. And personally, I'm just gonna like leave them at the default wheels because I just like the first option better, honestly. Now changing the calipers, you can keep them in black. You can have silver or like graphite calipers, and then the like dew yellow or like kind of like light green color, and then you can obviously have yellow calipers. I'm going to put yellow calipers on it to match the exterior body color. And this is actually kind of funny, so I guess this is just like one thing on Lamborghini's website. You can actually change the background for this car, so you can have it in snow, in the desert, on a beach. So I'm just gonna keep it for white for now, but I do think that's kind of funny. Alright, so now moving on to the full, I guess, vehicle configuration. For some reason, it changed the wheels and it changed the calipers back to black calipers. So I'll try to change the wheels back, but it looks like that is not going to happen for some reason. So that's kind of weird to begin with. I don't know if that's just a bug with this website. I'll at least change the calipers back. Alright, so the calipers are back. Now, I guess I'm just gonna leave it at on this style wheels, but I mean, you guys saw that before. Like in the previous screen, first of all, we had 4 different options for wheels. Now we only have 3, and I mean, I'm not entirely sure why that happened. But moving on to the roof, you can add rails for, I guess, if you wanted to put like a ski box or some sort of luggage on top of the car. Personally, I'm kind of just going to leave that alone how it is because I like the sunroof there. So definitely going to keep the carbon fiber packages on it. The off-road package, I'm assuming that would just change the front there. Okay, so it would change the front as well as take off the carbon fiber package. So I'm actually not going to apply it. I'd rather have the carbon fiber on there. So that's pretty much it for the exterior. So now moving on to the interior. The interior to begin with is really sick with this SUV, so I'm probably not going to change that much, but I do kind of want to see how this looks. So I'm going to change the contrast color to yellow. For some reason that comes up like orange. So yeah, in that lower picture down in the corner of the screen, it's coming out like it's supposed to be, but for some reason while actually on like the main interior screen, it's coming out like it's orange. So I guess that's just a glitch with the website. I'm not entirely sure though. Alright, so there we go. Now it's kind of like back to how it's supposed to be. So I do just want to check out this inverted stitching and kind of see what that is. Alright, so I don't really see that much change. I guess it did change. Okay, so there, it just loaded in. So I'm going to do the inverted stitching just because I feel like that looks a little bit better. So now for the special trim section, I'm not really going to change any of this because I have the Alcantara interior selected. So adding any of the leather would probably take away the Alcantara interior. So now for the floor mats, I'm also going to add the yellow stitching on the floor mats just to match the rest of the interior. And then moving on to the steering wheel, there's really not much to do with the steering wheel. You can change the stitching, but the stitching already kind of matches. So that's definitely one thing that I kind of wanted to point out. This is a little bit annoying and kind of frustrating because when I'm selecting certain things, it kind of just goes on a never-ending slideshow where there's no way to pause and actually like focus on what you're customizing. So right now I have the steering wheel selected, and as you can see, it's got a picture of the trunk up, which is definitely kind of annoying because you only have like 5 or 10 seconds actually on the steering wheel. But I did just want to talk about the steering wheel for a little bit. So again, there's not, like I just said, you can just really change the stitching for the steering wheel, but I'm not even going to change it because it matches the interior of the car already. Now I can actually make it the contrast color, so I can make it like an all yellow steering wheel. I think that would look a little bit funky, so I'm definitely not going to do that. And if it ever went back to the steering wheel, I can actually see how it would look, but it looks like it's gonna just stay fixated on the trunk for now. Alright, so now it's still in the interior, so I'm gonna change the steering wheel to yellow just to see how it looks. I guarantee you it's probably going to look a little bit wacky. Yeah, so as you guys can see there, I'll kind of zoom in when I'm editing it. But to me, that's just like a little bit too much. So I'm gonna go back to the suede leather steering wheel, regular kind of black steering wheel. It does have the little racing line in the center there, which is pretty cool. But it does change it back to black with the yellow stitching. So there you go. So now it does match the dash of the vehicle and just kind of matches the overall interior a lot better than having like a hugely yellow steering wheel. So you can change a couple things going on to the seats. You can actually switch them over to Alcantara. I don't know if this is going to change anything. So let me just, alright, so it looks like it doesn't change anything and it's taking a while to actually load in the picture. So now moving on to the details, again, you can select like carbon fiber options, so I'm going to keep that how it is. You can also select wood, which pretty much just changes the upper part of the dashboard. So I'm not going to really change that because I just like how it looks already, and I feel like adding wood to this dashboard would just not fit the overall car because it's a very modern vehicle. So you can also add rear seat entertainment, which is pretty much this little like TVs that strap to the 2 front seats that you can watch from the back. I added them on, but you know, I'm actually going to take them off because I don't know, I feel like having TVs in the back is just kind of stupid, but that's just me. So you can also change it to like a better sound system. I'm going to kind of keep that how it is because I don't really care about it that much. And you can also add off-road modes with a trailer towing, I guess, system. So I'm definitely going to add that because I don't know if I would tow anything with this, but I would definitely at least a couple times if I had something like this. I know it's very expensive and you don't really want to like go crazy with it, but at least a couple times I'd like to actually like take it off road and see what it could do. Moving on to the options, there's a couple things that you could select here. You could select night vision, which I'm not really sure what that is. Okay, so it adds like this infrared camera, and I guess it just displays animals or people at night. I mean, I don't really see the need for that. Hands-free tailgate. I know a lot of modern SUVs have this. Me personally, I'm not going to add it because I don't know. I just think that it's pretty cool, like I guess, but it's just not for me. So the park assist package, so this actually includes like 360 cameras, which is kind of like, it's really cool. It's actually like a bird's eye view. I've been in a newer Escalade that actually has this, and I do like how that functions, so I am going to add that. So premium air quality system, I guess that's just yeah, I don't really care about that. Different radio, a vehicle tracking system, which I guess is just in case it would get stolen, so I would definitely add that for sure. The sunshine package is pretty much just like little shades for, I guess, the back seat, so I'm going to add that as well. Smoker package, I don't really smoke, so there you go. And you have the choice between summer tires, Corsa tires, which I'm assuming are a little bolder, like, you know, sportier slick tires or semi-slick tires, and then all-season tires, which I'm not really going to add any of that. I'd rather just get the wheels and tires that it comes with. Yeah, you can also add side steps and I guess just regular side steps and then carbon fiber side steps. I'm not going to add that because that's definitely one thing that you don't really want if you're going to take this thing off-road. You can actually also get a studded set of studded tires with this, so that's pretty interesting. Yeah, there you go, you can see them right there. That's really interesting and pretty cool that Lamborghini does offer that with this vehicle, but again, I'm pretty sure that you can find them elsewhere for a whole lot cheaper. And there actually is a lot of different options for this car. I'm definitely going to add on this racing exhaust, and I'm also going to add the carbon fiber accents in the engine bay, just because I've seen that before in other cars and I think that it looks fantastic. So you can also add protective film, but again, Lamborghini doesn't give you prices for any of this, and I know from experience that just getting your car like wrapped at a wrap shop is definitely a lot cheaper than manufacturers doing it, because they just gouge prices. So I'm going to kind of skip over that. Alright, so now that's pretty much it. Like, this is what I came out with. Again, Lamborghini, Ferrari, manufacturers like this, they don't actually give you a set price at the end, which kind of sucks because there's no price summary. But you can only imagine, I mean, this Urus does start at 220,000 US dollars, and I did add a bunch of stuff to it, so probably, if I were to guess, probably a little bit over 250, maybe 275, not quite at 300. I don't think I added that much stuff to it, but honestly, you never know with how much they charge with these different options. But just going through, you can see all the different pictures of the exterior as well as the interior, all the different things that I've actually added onto it and changed. Again, you can kind of pause the video and go through all of that if you really want. And then here is all the options or packages that I did add to this vehicle as well. So that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, definitely be sure to leave a like down below. Subscribe if you guys haven't already. It definitely helps me out a lot, especially as a smaller YouTuber. And I hope all you guys have a great day. Like always, thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.